Heya, my name's Andy, and welcome to the channel. So today I'm jumping into another movie which was voted for by my patrons. This one is Arrival. Now I know this one has got Hawkeye in it, or obviously the actor that plays him. I think it's Spacey, but I could completely be wrong on that, I don't know. But yeah, I as you probably gathered, I don't know what this film is about. Aside from knowing that one actor, there is nothing else I can contribute to this intro. So I'm gonna jump into it. Before I do though, just to let you know, if you are into full-length reactions or you want to get early access to edited videos, you can find the link to my Patreon down in the description below. Over there you'll find everything that I've got on the channel, so if that's something that interests you, go check it out. Otherwise, let's jump into this. This is my reaction to Arrival.
I used to think this was the beginning of your story. We are so bound by time.
Well, this seems very sad.
Come back to me.
Are you the sheriff in this here town?
No.
You want me to chase you?
I remember moments in the middle.
I love you.
I hate you!
This was the end.
God. Horrendous.
There are days that define your story beyond your life, like the day they arrived.
Who arrived?
Good morning. Where is everyone? Begins in the Kingdom of Galicia. Any news you want to share?
Dr. Banks, can you turn the TV to a news channel?
Oh God.
We've gotten just about as close as we can, but unfortunately Montana right now is on complete lockdown.
What's going on?
Hold on. I'm learning that more objects like this have landed in as many as 8 other locations around the world.
Aliens?
This is worldwide. It is happening right now.
Oh, good grief. That's terrifying. I don't know how everybody's walking so calmly. I'd be like, just run, please. Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me.
This is some sort of peaceful first contact. Why send 12?
That's a good point, isn't it? Why send 12? Where's her husband then? Did he die?
48 hours later, and no further developments from the site of the 12 UFO.
And already the public expects us to know the answers. I'm Colonel G.T. Weber. You are on the top of everyone's list when it comes to translations.
Interesting, okay.
I have something I need you to translate for me.
Can you understand us?
Okay, that's alarming.
What do you make of it?
Alien.
Are you sure? Did they have mouths?
So how would you approach translating this?
I don't know.
So what can you tell me?
I can tell you that it's impossible to translate from an audio file. I would need to be there to interact with them. This is...
I know what you're doing.
Excuse me?
I'm not taking you to Montana.
I'm just telling you what it would take to do this job.
If I leave here, your chance is gone.
Colonel? You mentioned Berkeley. Are you going to ask Danvers next? Before you commit to him, ask him the Sanskrit word for war and its translation.
Interesting. So why would she want to go to Montana? Is that where her husband is? Is he not dead?
Morning.
Colonel?
desire for more cows? An argument. Desire for more cows. I'm very confused. God, if she wasn't awake before, she's going to be awake now, isn't she? Jesus. Oh, it's him. Hello. I had actually assumed he was the husband, but judging by that interaction, I'm guessing not.
Luis, this is Andelain.
Okay.
Priority 1. What do they want? Where are they from?
A list of questions that, go over, starting with a series of just handshake binary sequences.
How about we just talk to them before we start throwing math problems at them?
This is why you're both here.
That is a lot of people. What are we looking at? Oh, good grief. Hello. That's not at all alarming. Egg.
Follow me. Put these on, you're gonna wear them at all times.
And give you an immunization dose that covers a battery of bacterial threats. Could you sign these, please? Roll up your sleeves.
Jesus Christ.
Claustrophobic? Currently taking any medications, allergies. You may experience some side effects, nausea, dizziness, headaches. The ringing in your ears like you have tinnitus.
Nice. At that point, I'd have just turned around and been like, no thank you, that just sounds absolutely horrendous. Not the side effects, just all of the questions he was asking, like about claustrophobia and whatever. I'd be like, no, thank you. I'm not claustrophobic, but it just sounds a little unsettling.
No, we think it's for us. The air doesn't seem to circulate inside the chamber, so after about 2 hours we run out of oxygen.
Remember, we need answers as soon as possible. We can't tell what they're saying when they respond to hello, so. This is Dr. Louise Banks. She'll be heading your team.
Dr. Banks. It's a pleasure.
Dr. Banks is taking over the mission from Dr. Walker.
There's no pressure then.
You scuba dive before?
What kind of radiation exposure were you walking into?
Nominal, these are just for safety.
So what do they look like?
You'll see soon enough, hurry up.
I'm incredibly intrigued by... Are we going to actually see them?
Load up in a second vehicle.
This might be why I thought it was in space. Because that looks like a spacesuit.
Make sure you hold on to something.
I mean, if you don't know what you're looking at. Oh, it's hovering. How do you talk to them? Is there a door? Is that even solid?
Every 18 hours, the door opens up at the bottom. That's where we go in.
Oh God. Have they been in there yet, or is this the first lot to go in? No, I would not. Do they want you in there? Oh, that's worrying. Jesus.
Yeah, that just happened.
Okay, so gravity's weird in here. Is it?
You ready? You ready?
No. But yes, also.
I think.
Grab her.
That's so strange. So if you go too low, you just fall.
Dr. Donnelly, you good?
Yeah.
So look down. Okay, we're upside down. Just really disorienting.
touchdown.
They arrived.
Oh God, okay. The smoke is going away. Are they squid?
Dr. Banks? You can start.
You could start what? Jesus.
Wait, just a minute.
Am I fired?
You're better than the last guy.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
You both have till 0200 hours to figure something out.
Okay, what happens then?
You go back in.
I wouldn't even know where to begin. God, yeah, I'd be shaking as well.
What's that for?
A visual aid. They might have some sort of written language or basis for visual communication.
Well, that's interesting. I hope they got their glasses on. Okay, she's going closer, that's fine.
I'm human. What are you?
Yeah, I'd be terrified. What does that mean? Jesus. Oh! That's... Okay.
Oh my God. Are you getting this? Yes, sir. It's uploading back to base camp. That's incredible.
Shit. Is it bad that I immediately thought of Dark Souls?
Human. Human.
Oh, that's so strange. Okay, that's obviously a breakthrough.
I don't want to take away from your success in there.
What are you going to?
Is this really the right approach?
It's faster.
Everything you're doing there, I have to explain to a room full of men whose first and last question is how can this be used against us? So you're gonna have to give me more than that.
Kangaroo.
What is that?
Captain James Cook's ship ran aground off the coast of Australia. One of the sailors pointed at the animals that hop around and put their babies in their pouch, and he asked what they were, and the Aborigines said kangaroo.
And the point is?
It wasn't until later that they learned that kangaroo means I don't understand. So I need this so that we don't misinterpret things in there, otherwise this is going to take 10 times as long.
I can sell that for now. And remember what happened to the Aborigines? A more advanced race nearly wiped them out.
Well, what do you want her to do?
It's not true. But it proves my point.
It does. I mean, I know the situation is a bit difficult, but...
The problem is not everyone shares our policy of being open with the aliens. Have you met General Shang? Call sign for him is Big Domino. Whatever Shang does, at least 4 other nations will follow.
You have a vocabulary list for me?
I do.
These are all grade school words. Eat, walk. Help me understand.
Well, what the fuck do you want her to do? Just immediately jump into fucking... Oh...
First, we need to make sure that they understand what a question is. Then, we need to clarify the difference between a specific you and a collective you. We don't want to know why Joe Alien is here. We want to know why they all landed. And biggest of all, we need to have enough vocabulary with them that we understand their answer.
Stick to your list.
Thank you. this is interesting though. Is that not the same one as they did last time?
Is that a new symbol? I can't tell.
No, I can't either. I'm glad it's not just me.
It's okay, baby.
Let's go.
Hey, what are you doing?
They need to see me.
Jesus.
Dr. Banks. Dr. Banks. She's walking towards the screen.
I mean, it's fair, because, like, you can't see what they are, can you? If I was an alien, I'd be like, what are you? They look like massive hands. Oh god. Maybe it's one, maybe that's its hands. Ah! Fucking hell. Oh, that's disgusting.
Now that's a proper introduction.
Oh, that's so strange.
I am Louise. Ian, you want to introduce yourself?
Screw it.
Bless him.
Ian.
Oh, is that their names?
I think those are their names. They have names.
So what are we gonna call them?
I was about to say, how do you pronounce that?
I was thinking Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't know why that made me a little bit teary.
I know.
Weird.
Well, I guess I don't need to tell you you're putting yourself at risk. Well, there's no signs of radiation poisoning yet. For now, I'm gonna give you another boost.
The first time we've made significant progress.
Honey, no, you don't need to worry, okay? Just calm down. Honey, it's not gonna happen.
He's the guy that was filming it, wasn't it? Wasn't he? God, it'd be a nightmare writing sentences, wouldn't it? It looked a little bit like a caterpillar that brought back that memory.
The chemical composition of their spaceship is unknown.
Oh, it's weird.
The most plausible theory is that they chose places on Earth with the lowest incidence of lightning strikes, but there are exceptions.
Oh, they went to Devon in the UK.
We just don't know. How do they communicate? Here, Louise is putting us all to shame. First breakthrough was to discover that there's no correlation between what a heptapod says and what a heptapod writes. Unlike all written human languages, their writing is semasiographic. It conveys meaning, it doesn't represent sound. We have our friends in Pakistan to thank for their study of how heptapods write, because unlike speech, a logogram is free of time.
Interesting.
Hey,
Oh, hey,
whoever's looking for you.
come on up. You approach language like a mathematician, you know that, right?
I will take that as a compliment.
Yeah, well, it is. I watch you steer us around these communication traps that I didn't even know existed. I guess that's why I'm single.
Trust me, you can understand communication and still end up single.
of the aliens goes viral. Biological contamination is a major risk factor at the Montana site, so say environmental pressure groups. All this and more special coverage.
Literally amazing how just stuff is blown out of proportion and just spreads like mad. Save our species as we loot the entire country and break shit.
We are falling asleep at the wheel, people. You know what I'm talking about? I know you do. What if the smartest thing we could do right now would be to give them a show of force?
Right, yes, let's just blow them up because they haven't done anything. Absolute twats.
What's this word?
Oh, it's her memory, even.
That's like, the Earth is a planet.
Yeah, little nose. You know it's okay to be sad that your dad and
No,
I...
I'm not.
Ah, so they just split then.
All right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
That's a very odd thing though, isn't it?
I'm okay. Let me get some air. Come on. I'm okay.
That was more than just remembering, that was like an overwhelming memory. Well, that's what it seemed like anyway.
How you feeling?
I need some sleep, but I'm fine.
You know, I was doing some reading about this idea that if you immerse yourself into a foreign language, that you can actually rewire your brain.
It's the theory that the language you speak determines how you think and...
Yeah, it affects how you see everything. I'm curious, are you dreaming in their language?
That's weird.
I mean, I've had a few dreams, but I don't think that makes me unfit to do this job.
Oh God! Does that mean he is as well then?
The voice you're about to hear, General Shang.
He's saying that each of the 12 is offering advanced technology. Something about advantage. I don't know, that's all.
I don't know what it means either. An hour ago, China mobilized forces, and now Russia's following suit.
Honor, flowers. Colonel, those are all tile sets in mahjong. Are they using a game to converse with their heptapods?
Why?
Well, let's say that I taught them chess instead of English. Every conversation would be a game, every idea expressed through opposition. Victory, defeat, you see the problem. If all I ever gave you was a hammer...
Everything's a nail. We need to ask the big question. Ready or not?
Oh God. So are they, the Russians and the others, planning on using the aliens against the other countries because they're already positioned in those other countries? Maybe, I don't know. That's, well, not suggesting that that's going to happen in this movie, but that's kind of what their angle on it is. I'm scared. I don't like that angle.
What does it say?
I don't know.
Offer weapon.
But you saw what they wrote.
Using a word they don't fully
Really just
understand.
Shit.
We don't know if they understand the difference between a weapon and a tool.
And it's quite possible that they're asking us to offer them something, not the other way around.
So how do we clarify their intentions beyond those two words?
We go back in and we clear this up.
It's more complicated than that.
How is it more complicated than that?
Colonel, the Secretary of Defense is on the line for you.
We need to sit on this information until we know what it means. We have to consider the idea that our visitors are prodding us to fight among ourselves until only one faction prevails.
There's no evidence of that.
Sure there is. Just grab a history book. The British with India, the Germans with Rwanda.
Bollocks, what's going on now? Are we just going to attack them, are we?
China and Russia are off the grid. They aren't speaking to anyone. Whatever they learned in their last session has them spooked. We have orders to do the same.
Wait, these are our allies.
Colonel, you can't shut us down. Put us on radio silence.
Do it.
Jesus.
We need to be talking to each other.
You want to talk to them? Find out what this means.
Base camp talk is now offline. All interpreters.
And of course everybody's gonna shut their shit down and then everybody's just fending for themselves again. Wonderful.
In a statement, General Shang said, China no longer trusts the aliens who want to divide us. Humanity must be protected.
I mean, I do get it. I get that they're just being cautious. Possibly. Some of them are probably just being cautious. But like, I don't know.
Captain Mark, Condor, not receiving transmission. Squelch twice if you hear mine. Captain Mark.
Squelch twice. What are we doing?
Dr. Banks, you can't go in
We
there.
just need to ask one question.
Look, we just need 5 minutes. Don't sweat it.
Marks, let him go.
Oh. Is that
What are we calling this? Session 37?
The escort units are not responding, sir.
Why not? Said security.
Was that a bomb? Is that a bomb that they've put in there? Am I imagining that? Maybe it's something else. But it's got a timer. I'm sure it's a detonation. Have these people just gone rogue and decided that they need to destroy it?
Give technology. Now.
What's he doing?
Captain, on your 10.
Okay, yeah, they are rogue. Oh, they put a bomb in there. Shit.
We just need to hold them off until it's done. Copy that. 40 shots of suppressive fire only. Load up and get to cover.
Oh, God.
Heaven wants me to ride on the barrier.
Oh, God, if that bomb goes off, though. Jesus. Shit. Oh God, what was that? Shit.
What is that?
Oh. Oh, they were trying to defend themselves. I think. Or help them.
Hey, take it easy.
How is Ian?
Same as you. He's okay.
Who did this?
Some soldiers. I've been watching too much TV.
What is that?
No, take it easy, take it easy. Site's no longer secure. We're standing by to evacuate.
What?
Your whole tent is on the clock to figure out whatever it is you were given up there.
We cannot leave.
Glad to see you awake.
We need to go back in and we need to explain to them this wasn't our fault.
We can't
have
go
to
back
tell them-
inside.
We have to.
What happened in there was an attack. We can hope for the best, but I have orders to prepare for retaliation.
But as long as they stay, we have to stay.
Oh God, what is that? Oh no.
Well, they're not leaving.
Why does this feel worse?
It kind of does, doesn't it?
They're positioning their military to blow the alien vessel right out of the sky. And if this happens, we can't sit around waiting for retaliation, so...
Yeah, that makes sense.
China has confirmed that it's delivered an ultimatum at the Shanghai site. General Shang said the aliens have 24 hours to leave Chinese territory or face destruction.
The whole, if you don't understand something, just destroy it thing just annoys me. That is a lot of...
It's going to take us years.
I didn't realise that was quite as large.
What's this term here? Mom. Mom. What's this term for that thing, like a technical term? Where we make a deal and we both get something out of it.
Like a win-win.
More science-y than that.
If you want science, call your father.
Thank you.
What time is it?
It's time to open that bottle you've been hiding.
You grabbed something, didn't you?
It seems to be talking about time. Their symbol for time is everywhere. A formula for faster than light travel. Who can tell? Nothing's complete. Then it dawned on me. Here. Right here. Stop focusing on the ones. Look at the zeros. How much of it is negative space? So I measured it. 0.0833 recurring.
Absolutely.
1 of 12.
Okay.
We are part of a larger whole.
Or we're one of 12 contestants for the prize.
Why do I have to talk to him? We need to help them with what they've gotten from the other heptapods.
In case you don't remember, we're blacked out.
Okay, they need to all work together.
2 hours ago, we pulled this audio off a secure channel in Russia.
In their final session, the aliens said, "There is no time. Many become one. I fear we have all been given weapons. If anyone is receiving this, please."
Many become one could just be their way of saying some assembly required.
Why? Hand it out to us in pieces. Why not just give it all over?
Well, what better way to force us to work together for once?
How in the world are you going to get anybody else to play along and give up their data?
We offer ours in return.
What, trade?
It's a non-zero sum game.
Non-zero sum game.
That's it. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. This is giving me Interstellar vibes.
What we need is to get all the other nations online before one starts global war. And there's no way for us to reach them.
There is.
Through the things, through the aliens.
That's problematic for us right now. The Pentagon's convinced our shell will retaliate.
They're not our enemy.
How do we get you back in that room when it's half a mile straight up?
I think our work here is done. It's in the hands of our superiors now.
Oh, they're sending down a little pod.
What the hell is she doing?
Her job. Absolute knob. That's very cool. Go on, quickly. I think you should go with her. Oh, that is very brave. Of course, they're all going to assume that she's gone mad and that she's working with the aliens or something. Oh, that's worrying. What's happening to her? Oh, that was very strange. I'll take it this is on the other side of the thing. Oh! That's a lot bigger. The little hand bit was at the bottom. Hello. Bloody hell. Okay.
I need you to send a message to the other sites.
Louise has weapon.
I don't understand. What is your purpose here?
I don't know if I want to see the top bit. We help humanity.
How can you know the future?
Oh, that sound is very weird.
I don't understand. Who is this child?
The show is called Mommy and Daddy Talk to Animals.
Oh shit. So that hasn't happened yet. Or has she forgotten? I'm very confused.
You alright? What happened?
I'm trying to figure it out. This is too big.
Doesn't matter now. We have orders to evacuate.
I don't understand what...
Help me, Mama.
Please?
Mom.
Sorry, honey.
Are you gonna leave me like Daddy did?
Your daddy didn't leave you. You're gonna see him this weekend.
He doesn't look at me the same way anymore.
It's my fault. I told him something that he wasn't ready to hear.
What?
Believe it or not, I know something that's going to happen.
Oh.
And when I told your daddy, he got really mad. And he said I made the wrong choice.
What's going to happen?
She knew. Or she knows.
Hi, guy.
I just realized why my husband left me. My husband left me.
You were married?
This is very weird. Don't know if I've mentioned that. Oh god. That'd be quite an effective weapon, really, wouldn't it? Just dropping, flattening everything.
What's my name, Hannah?
Your name is very special because it is a palindrome. It reads the same forward and backward.
Interesting. So the daughter was in the past. But she's...
Hey. Look, we're done here.
She writes a book in the future.
I can read it. I I know what it is.
What?
It's not a weapon. It's a gift.
The weapon is their language. When you really learn it, you begin to perceive time the way that they do. So you can see what's to come. Time, it isn't the same for them. It's non-linear.
We did our best, but it wasn't enough.
Strange.
Dr. Banks.
General Shang, the pleasure is mine, really.
18 months ago, you did something remarkable.
What's that?
You changed my mind. You're the reason for this unification. All because you reached out to me on my private number.
Your private number, General, I don't know your private number.
Now you know. I believe it was important for you to see that.
Because time doesn't matter. Let's go and find a phone.
There's a sat line here dialing China.
What do you mean, here? Whose phone is it?
It's your phone, sir.
Search base camp now.
What'd I say?
You told me my wife's dying words.
Shit. That would get his attention, wouldn't it?
应凭智用之
他受
来。
你引聘去啊。
Found the source of the phone call.
What are you doing?
Changing someone's mind. Can you buy me 20 seconds?
Dr. Banks?
Don't.
Drop the phone now or we shoot!
Yes.
Drop it!
It's done. I'm done.
Communications blackout from all 12 landing.
I thought they were going to shoot him.
Has announced in an emergency press conference that China is standing down.
China is
Pieces of this puzzle that is being slowly put together.
Oh, wow. This is the beginning again.
So, Anna, this is where your story begins. The day they departed.
Of course.
You all right?
Despite knowing the journey and where it leads, I embrace it. And I welcome every moment of it.
H-A-N-N-A-H.
It's going to be him.
You ready, babe?
Daddy.
You okay?
If you could see your whole life from start to finish, would you change things?
Maybe I'd say what I feel more often. I don't know. You know, I've had my head tilted up to the stars for as long as I can remember. You know what surprised me the most? It wasn't meeting them. It was meeting you.
I forgot how good it felt to be held by you.
It's the bird in the cage. That explains why she looked sad at the beginning of the film. I assumed it was because her husband had died. So it wasn't set in space then. I mean, you can see where I got the spacey idea from, because they were wearing like suits that looked spacey. And it was to do with aliens, so I wasn't far off. But yeah, that was, again, nothing like I expected it to be. It was well done though, because they left it very ambiguous at the beginning as to whether, like when the UFOs first arrived, as to whether this was a flashback or if it was directly after her daughter had died. And because it didn't say otherwise, I'd assumed it was directly after, and also the fact that she was really kind of withdrawn and seemed very kind of sad. It just made sense to me that it was somebody grieving. So yeah, and then she was obviously having those little memories, or what I assumed was memories, but they weren't memories. They were glimpses at the future. And it's really odd, isn't it? And yeah, like I said, at the end there, it makes sense because, like, when she was playing with her daughter and stuff at the very beginning, like I was just saying, she seemed like she was grieving, and I'd assumed that it was because her husband had died, and it wasn't. It's because she knew her daughter would. But it's funny, isn't it? Because, like, time then for her wouldn't have any meaning, because I was thinking, well, she didn't know all of the stuff about her daughter until they arrived. So how would she have been like that before they arrived? But we know that time for her isn't linear. So as soon as she had that access to that language, then I was gonna say every version of her, but like her whole being throughout the ages would have known, is the way I'm taking it, which is very weird. Because like she knew General Shang's private number in the past before he'd given it to her, but because time doesn't matter, yeah. I'm gonna have to think about that for a long time now. It's gonna need a rewatch as well, I think. I mean, obviously I'm gonna watch it again while I'm editing, but yeah. And it's funny because, like, at the beginning I said, oh, I'd assumed he was the husband, and he was the husband. I hadn't said that because I'd heard that anywhere or I'd been spoiled. I literally just assumed because, you know, he shows up on, like, posters and stuff for Arrival. I'd assumed that he played quite a big part, so naturally I'd assumed he must be the husband. Like, right at the beginning, when I'd assumed that she was sad because her husband had died, when we were getting the flashbacks of her with her daughter, I had assumed that the majority of this film was going to be a flashback to her life with her husband, and he was going to be the husband. I didn't expect it to take this turn at all. That was really, really good. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap this up, so as always, if you've enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.